I need thee. Oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, oh, bless me right now, my wonderful Savior. I come to thee.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul.
What's good, everybody? What's good? It is 4:44 p.m., man. You can't make up the numbers, man. You can't make it up. How you doing, Deacon Classic, on this wonderful Sunday?
Grateful. Very
Yes,
much grateful.
Yes, sir, man. So we're gonna this service is gonna be a little bit shorter than others today, but y'all know we're gonna get y'all nothing but solid content as normal, man. Everybody been grooving and knocking it out on the Raw Society, man. Just want to shout out everybody before we get service started, man. Class has been killing it, man. Like I told you guys on our last live that me and Conversation with Rain did, I think he has enough content this week he put out for about the next 6 months for y'all to be able to watch. So make sure y'all catch that for real. It's great playbacks. Make sure y'all catch that. Make sure y'all catch Story Time with Uncle Plug. Great story time this morning. Make sure you check out Tez with his content from all last week and the Human Experience with Classic Codes. Make sure y'all go catch that replay of myself in Conversation with Soft Rain with our new show. Love is Blind, man. Solely a conversation with Rain and Souls. So y'all make sure y'all check it out, man. I think we're the hardest working coalition and group of people out there. I don't think there's nobody doing what we're doing. I don't think. I know there's no one doing what we're doing, man. So what you got for him, Deacon Classic, before we bring the first topic up for him today?
Oh, hey, listen, you covered everything, man. For everybody that's rocking with us, we are building a genuinely loyal and gracious and amazing community. It's like the best two-way street I ever been on. Shout out to Chat 333. You know what I'm saying? It really is. It really is. It's like the best two-way street I ever been on. It's like, oh, you're here. Well, we so happy you here. Well, shoot, since you so happy I'm here, I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man. So, shout out to everybody. Look at the threes in the chat. It's Sunday, man. We doing the sevens and the threes today. Air Too Deep in the chat, Tez in the chat, just showing some love real fast. I know we got two good solid segments, so we actually do have time. So said we will be on all channels. Yep. 444 time. Yep. 333. 333. Yeah. Conversation with Soft Rain with the sevens. Yeah, so we all here, man. As everybody file in, make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. But the first topic or our opening message for today will be the first YN Bible study. The first YN Bible study. So we gonna bring this up, and I'm gonna let Brother Souls take it away.
Yes, sir. I think a lot of people have been watching Sunday Service. We were actually the first to coin the YN Bible study. It was ourselves. We had PK Plug, and then we also had our youth director Ye in the building.
I'm sorry. Prayers for Ye, man. Everybody saying healing prayers for Ye. He had his
surgery.
He had his ACL surgery. Yeah, I took him to surgery. Surgery went successful. Fixed his ACL and his meniscus, y'all. So yeah, he been that boy a dog. He been playing sports on a torn ACL for 3 years without knowing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So yeah, man, healing towards youth minister. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he will heal quickly, guys. He has Classic. Classic knows the recipe. I think Classic is probably the fastest healing surgery I ever witnessed in real time, not just in real time. Like, so Ye's in great hands, man. But all prayers out to Ye, man. Thank you for everything, man. Six Society, that's the only socks I run in. I posted yesterday. Y'all make sure y'all check out that merch at Six Society, man. Our boy doing big things. This no better time to support somebody than now. So think about that. You know what I mean? So his merch is always going to keep moving regardless of what's going on. So make sure y'all get over to Six Society, man. But again, man, this is kind of inspired by Ye, man. We had Ye on for a Sunday service. We talked about the YNs trying to get closer to God. And look what popped up on the timeline, man. The first YN Bible study, man. So we're going to play this. There is 3 little segments to it. So we're going to let them speak anytime that you guys, anytime Classic, you want to like talk about a certain part, just let me know. But they are going to have 3 different streams here. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
6 hours. 6 hours while he was on the cross, he didn't hear his father no more talking to him. He didn't feel the energy. He didn't feel like, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? And then when he came back and see him, an earthquake and darkness came. I'm going to tell y'all something.
He talking specifically about that part where
I'm talking about his divine mission.
They've been on the
know
road
what his
for a
divine
minute.
mission
Shouted
was.
literally had to stop.
In the time of death, he did not want to die no more.
That ain't mean he forgot his
He
mission.
didn't want to die no more, bro. If you knew your mission, you know you got to die for this. I'm dying for this. This is what I'm dying for. I came down here.
That's why he up there. He's saying, Father, why you forsaking me? He is trying to complete the divine mission.
That's after.
That's what I'm saying.
After. When in due, bro.
My divine mission for
You got to know what you're talking about. He had to pray 3 times. The 3 times that he went to go pray, while he was telling them, hey, y'all come with me to pray. Because our flesh is weak, but our spirit is willing. His flesh was weak, but his spirit was willing to do God's work, but he didn't even want to do that. He didn't even want to do it, bro. He said, instead of him pouring the cup out, me doing this, he said, take it away from me. I'm done with it. I'm take it away from me. He never took the cup away from him.
You
gonna have to do
because this was the whole thing about the Son of God and the Son of Man. And that was the Son of Man speaker. He sat up on the tree. He was literally asking, "Why did you forsake me?" So I ain't taking this as he against y'all to just kind of stop understanding. And then we correlate that to
bro, this
standing on the rock of foundation. So,
bro,
on foundation, he faltered like we all do because we do what we fall short of the glory. He slipped for a second. That's what that was, bro. We all slip for we fall short of the glory of God.
If you slipping, what you doing?
I think somebody listened to Classic Code. I think somebody listening.
Shout out to the brothers that actually went and read the word. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the brothers that actually went and read through the word. And listen, read it with untainted eyes and absorbed it with untainted spirit. Go really read it for yourself. Don't go read it with anybody else's preconceived notions. That's what it sounds like when somebody who is truly seeking truth get their hands on the word and actually read it. That's the type of questions you're going to have. Or those are the type of realizations you're going to have. That young man came straight out the word. He said when it was time to go, he didn't want to go no more. Then you got the other brother trying to make sense out of it. And what I would always say, when you got to make it make sense. What's going on, Amanda? We see you. Yup. Absolutely. We got you. Amanda Jones, what's going on? Capu, what's up? Capu, what's up? Uncle Plug, what up? Yeah, we see y'all. Look. And then the other brother trying to make it make sense. Now he done made Jesus imperfect. He slipped for a second. Wait, what you talking about? No, they said he ain't do no wrong. Right?
Take this cup.
Nah, go ahead, man. There's more, right?
It's more, it's more, but I think we good. Like, because what man, it's weird. I'm stumbling because I think we're so in tune, y'all. The importance of being in tune, man, because these men right here in this room, they're not afraid to die. You heard what he said? It's just like us, bro. When it's our mission, man, we go on our mission and we know we might lose our life. They're not afraid to die. They know who the God they're serving. See, and we talked about this the other, man, this stuff is falling in our laps, guys. God wanted, or whoever you believe in, wanted this to be heard, and we're doing it here on Sunday Service. These men knew it's more people doing this in their homes and doing what me and Classic are doing on the tune right now and actually believe in something and want to have a conversation about what we believe compared to the people who are walking into a building they call a church every Sunday and are not getting any meat. Like, it's so crazy because these young men are sitting down, dog, like having a real conversation. I know some people might judge the way they're dressing. They might got a blunt rolled up in there. They doing everything. They doing everything that might be controlled. Like somebody might think is a problem, but they're speaking about the person who's supposed to be the most important in their life. They're not putting on no facade. They're not going into no building that said they're supposed to take you as they are. This is what genuine conversation looks like. This is literally Sunday service in real time.
Mm-hmm.
And last week, we just said, could Classic break down the Bible for people in a more Ebonics way?
It works. But when you do it that way, it becomes a little too plain for people to be comfortable with it. They're not going to be comfortable no more. They already bought too many delusions. When you make it plain, it start hitting home a little different. Like, okay, how much of this still, never, I don't want to go there. It's too early. It's too early. It's too early. But it's like, so we just got here. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, when you make it plain, then you have to be like, wait, how much of this really makes sense? How much, there's a lot of it that does, but there's a lot of it that does not. And when you have the indoctrinated gentleman in the room trying to figure it out on the fly, because he getting hit with questions he ain't got the answer to, and it hurt them worse when your questions come directly from you reading the scripture. I'm looking at it, bro. It say this. He ain't want to. Y'all giving him all this glory for passing for our sins. In the book, it say he kind of on the back end. He was like, "See, is there a way out? can I renege?" You feel me?
But I would think what's even more important about what we're visualizing and what we're seeing right here is they're able to have dialogue, and no one's telling the other person they're wrong. They're listening when that person speaks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very critical when it comes about learning anything, because that lets you know every man in that room is like, shoot, he might be right too. What I'm saying, I feel is right, but he got some legitimacy down behind what he's saying right here. Like, I ain't look at it that way. I ain't look at him wanting to give that cup back. I ain't look at all that. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't look at maybe Jesus really wasn't ready to go. Like, those are hard questions to take in the midst of trying to be this ultimate believer or whatever you want to call yourself to be. But I think this right here is dope. Like, I think this is going to become something real big. Like, and I hope they're ready for it. And I hope they don't let nobody commercialize it and change up what they're doing. But all they got to do now is just take themselves into, get a couple of legitimate cameras. They're going to be straight.
You want me to tell the truth?
Go ahead.
I hate to be sinister. That's for sale. It's for sale. It's too many people in that room that's broke. Yeah, it's gonna. If the people listen, that's the problem. The love for money is the problem. Every time somebody gets something revolutionary going, something groundbreaking, something enlightening, specifically enlightening going, the people who want to use it to twist and turn and propagandize it. Remember how y'all made that a word. Who want to propagandize it, they gonna come try to buy it. And oftentimes it's for sale. I'm telling you, it's for sale. And it's probably for the low. If they want to get it early, they can probably get it for the low.
Don't say
Yep.
that.
I'm telling you right now, going there, hey, we got this right here, the YM Bible study, probably $1 billion idea. If they know what they're doing, they get that for 10 million right now. Look how broke they is in there. They get that for 10 million.
Just because class is said, hey guys, let's at least just see how the first ever YN Bible study will end.
I hope they see this and on purpose they turn down every bag just to prove me wrong and win in the end. But if you start being too, remember what you said, you willing to die about it. So the more people that you enlighten, the bigger this YN congregation grows. You're gonna start getting some real powerful enemies. So remember that you was willing to die about it.
Yeah.
Just remember, okay, just history will. Hey, everybody else who was revolutionary, when they feet got too big and them steps got too powerful, they cut your feet off. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Jim Carrey. I'm ready. You gonna play the rest? You said?
Yeah. After Deacon Classic brought reality in, I want to at least see how the first ever YN Bible study will end, because it might not look the same next month. Here we go.
You forgetting your purpose, nigga. If you slip, nigga, one time, nigga, if you stumble, if you fall.
But on foundation, he faltered like we all do, because we do what? We fall short of the glory. He slipped for a second. That's what that was, bro. We all slip we fall short of the glory of God.
If you slipping, what you doing? You forgetting your purpose, nigga. If you slip, nigga, one time, nigga, if you stumble, if you fall.
But
I love it. I love it. I love it, though. I love it. That's the way Bible study ended. A lot of y'all probably thought it was going to end in a tussle. Nah, he was just up there preaching, man. He got the Holy Spirit in him. That's what that looked like.
Yeah.
For everybody, man. Looks like everything's different. Ray said, "What's good?" He said, "Where y'all yet on?" So now we on everything. We on Souls and Classic Codes.
Yep.
So you can catch us at both places, man. We're gonna read a couple of these before we move on, and I'll let Deacon Classic close out if he would like before we move on to the next subject. He said, "Dang, what's good?" Plug said, "Dang, what they doing? They present and seeking." Yeah, definitely agree. Shout out to, is it Capku or Cap? The question is, are we crucified, or Christ nevertheless we're alive, but is Christ living with us to defeat Satan when we have those internal conflicts? Okay.
Did you want to respond to these as we go? How many we got?
I was kind of just trying to read is it Cappy Cool? He was kind of like bringing in like some questions. So he said the question is are we crucified, or Christ nevertheless we're alive, but Christ is living with us to defeat Satan when we have those internal conflicts?
Yeah, we kind of broke this down on previous episodes. So the word Satan simply means adversary or enemy. So Satan isn't actually a being that needs to be defeated by the Lord. It just means adversary or enemy, in like literally. And so we all are fighting against some form of our own Satans by definition. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to answer it knowing, you know what I mean, what that really means. But as far as or are we okay, question is, are we crucified, or Christ nevertheless we're alive, but Christ living with us to defeat Satan when we have? Yeah, so I mean, all of that is based on, you know, what you believe in. If you think that you have, you know, Christ living with you to like walk with you in your day-to-day life, and that gives you peace, then I'm gonna tell you that's what it is. You know, me personally, I like to say the ancestors is with me. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of real powerful, spiritually powerful people in my life that love me dearly that have passed away. And I like to think they working the miracles behind the scenes for me. But, you know, I'm not going to knock what you believe. But it's hard to, like, I can't give you no definitive answer to that. That's a belief thing. Faith is literally believing in what you can't prove. So we all right.
Yeah, I agree. And like you said, when I thought about defeating Satan, the word that comes to my mind is like temptation. Like even when those young men were speaking, and like he was saying, when you slip, every man falls. I think it's just temptation and the choices you choose to make. So I think you can put anything that you would want to put in the place of Satan. Could be anything: choices, barriers, temptation, the good and bad. Like I think you can put any word there to say you want to defeat it. But great question though. Great. The next one he had was, God also said you shouldn't compare yourself among yourselves. I'm not here to see who's is that holler or louder?
Holier than thou.
Holier than thou should be concerned with your personal relationship with Christ. Yeah. I think you're on the same page as us though.
Yeah.
I think we agree. That's what we having these conversations about, because a lot of people do compare though. A lot of Christians who feel like there are certain ways or certain paths that you should go amongst. But like you said, I think that personal relationship that you have with whatever you believe in is the most important thing. And like that's why I was saying, to see these group of men sitting in this house speaking about it, that lets you know that they have a relationship already.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're seeking more about this relationship. They're trying to grow or cultivate a better relationship, but through understanding. A lot of people need understanding before they just dive into stuff.
Yeah. What do you think about like people who are like evangelic? I was out yesterday and this gentleman walked up to me and gave me a fake $1 million bill, and on the back of it had like, you know, a message about, you know, the return and are you saved and all this stuff. And he was like, hey brother, how you doing? And I was like, I'm cool. You know, I'm not the most social. So he, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm minding my business. You know, I'm like, I'm cool. You know, and this was just yesterday. He was like, I know that's right. He was like, this is a older white guy too. He shook my hand or I shook his hand, and I was like, and then he handed me like this. He's like, hey, I wanted to give you something. He handed me like the fake $1 million bill or whatever. And he was just like, I don't know about you, man, but I sure need Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get closer to him every day, this, that, and the third. And I was like, I took the $1 million bill. I was like, I am looking for dude. That's what I told him. I am looking for him. He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
He don't know what you're talking about.
This the ticket. I need this to get in. All right, bet. Say nothing. So yeah, but I just figured out
my brain. I dislike stories like that because my brain goes to a whole nother thought process.
For real, you would have had a whole conversation with dude.
Yeah, and I would have asked him, why do you have to give me something that looks monetary for me to believe in something? I'm always wondering, why did you choose this form of advertisement to get me closer to God? Like, I think this is, and I hate to think this way, guys. I know it sounds like, but the way you do things tells me a lot about what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Like why did you need, and first of all, it's counterfeit, it's fake. Right. So you're trying to make me believe in something that's supposed to be real by giving me something fake. Like, that's a contradiction in itself. Like, why can't you just shake my hand, embrace me like we should do anyway as men, and have a decent relationship and talk about, hey man, I don't know if you have a relationship with Christ, but I just want to tell you how great he is in my life, and if there's anything I could do for you if we ever cross paths again, man, you let me know.
Yeah.
like I don't know why I need to go through a production to get you to Christ. That's what we're seeing every day, guys. We're seeing the fake and phony every day. And then now you're trying to reel me in with fake.
This is why the RSC is so great. Because I was trying to figure out why dude was talking to me. You feel me? So, like, you know, souls, leave it to souls to peel back the layers, brother. Because, you know what I mean? Hey, man, if y'all see me in public and y'all recognize me from YouTube, let me tell you, it's safe to say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Classic, you Classic? I'm going to be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We going to be straight. I promise you. But if it's not that and you just walk up to me like, hey, man, what? You know what I'm saying? What? Straight up. I ain't social like that. They came to my city. They know what's going on. Everybody out here, we eyes on the never mind. Yeah, we not the most social up north, man. Why is you talking to me, bro?
A classic of fool, man.
Hey,
He's serious though. He's serious though. We seen it.
Yeah, I am for real. Yeah.
For real. What's up, Ted? Ted said you couldn't pay him to go. I'm assuming he mean church. Everything else is uncivilized. We appreciate you, Cappy, for the questions, though, man. We appreciate those. We already answered race head there. He said, "What's good? What's good, Drell, man? Welcome in, welcome in. 777, welcome in, Sonny, welcome in. If God says the same, tonight I'll be Sonny. We already talked, so we'll have a new production for y'all tonight.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. For real.
Ray said, classic. Thanks for the feedback on that gear. Appreciate you.
For sure. Hit me, email me, Racehead. I'm gonna give you a website you can go through where you can get all that stuff on installment without no credit check, bro. Email me at theclassiccode777@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll give you a website you can go through. So you don't got to come out your pocket too heavy.
Yeah, Chanel said correct. Ray said, I feel like God and Satan are frequencies, which we're going to talk about that, guys. Y'all are actually leaning in the right direction today. He said ego, it means edging God out. Cool. What's up, Proverbs? Welcome back. I think you were here before. He said James chapter 1 verses 14 to 15, but each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin.
I got a question for you at the intermission between subjects.
Okay, cool.
I just want to know your thought process.
Cappy said, "Oh, you're not a believer." Got it, my man. No, I don't know who he's speaking of. That goes. People go left very fast. Ray said, "We call the full armor the breastplate of truth." Boy, that's weird. Peanut said, "What would have been a good? That would have been a good question."
It would have. Yeah, if you would have asked dude that, yeah, that would have been an amazing question. Yeah. I didn't care. I don't be caring to talk. Yeah.
He said, "Write idols and symbols. Pass on the word, the power of the word." Appreciate y'all for the comments. Yes, you can ask us the question as long as it pertains to the topic. Ted said, "I might go if they start paying taxes."
Leave it to Tez, dog. Leave it to Tez, dog.
Maybe that's probably who he was talking about. He probably was, because Ted said, "You have somebody not going.
You couldn't pay me to go."
Yeah, I'm assuming. Into Deep said, "I don't touch anything from other people. I'm just weird like that. You're better than me, Classic." I would have told that dude go somewhere.
I wish I still had that dollar, bro. The $1 million bill.
It wasn't real. There was no reason to keep it.
True.
Man, if he gave you a real $100 bill with a message written on it, it'd be a little different.
Thank you.
Aren't they the storehouse? Ray said we talked about that last week. Always be mindful of the imposter, agents of chaos and destruction. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Who's not a believer? Everybody asking the same question. Hey, 333. Hey, y'all, hey, it's okay, guys. It's okay. It's Sunday. It's okay.
You probably got up out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, some people be radical, y'all. Y'all let them be. Some people be, they intense.
They warm you over with scripture and good questions, and then they. You got to read it. Is this a word he made up? Oh, nigga Galatians or niggerations.
Seek not the for that brother is shalom. Solemn. Yeah, I feel you, brother. Yeah.
This is his question. He said, "Is Jesus God?" John 8:58. We talked about this too on a y'all got to go catch our old Sunday service. We actually talked about that, man. Yeah. What question you have for me, boss?
I was gonna ask you, to your understanding, since Jesus was, well, based on the belief system of Christianity, Jesus was God in physical human form, or whatever the case may be. So with God being in the physical experience, would Jesus have had the same like urges and desires as the rest of us, the same temptations and all that, right? Mm-hmm. Like, to your understanding. So why have Mary Magdalene around you every day? Because like, I know, like, as chill as I am and as disciplined as I am, like, I can't hang out with my favorite dancer from KOD every day.
But I asked that question because I don't know if you remember I think it was last week or a week before, I asked people that because we promote marriage so much, right? Marriage, we talk about marriage a lot.
Yeah.
But how can something be such a good thing if the thing that leads you to it is temptation? A woman is temptation for a man.
True.
So how can you find a good thing through so much temptation? You see what I mean?
Next week's episode.
Like I had that question. I was like, I understand the word says, you know, he who finds a good thing, but it's like through your searching, you have so much temptation.
Yeah.
So why would something be good if you had to find it and search for it? You see what I mean? Like, because you got to go through so much temptation to find it, which could change who you are as a person.
Yeah, we gonna have to clip this and use this for next week.
All right.
Yeah, because that's Yeah, Peanut Gallery said, that's a good question, Classic. Yeah, because if he had testosterone flowing through him, if he had the same male urges, it's not. And she was already a worker girl too, so it's available to you. You know what I'm saying? It's available to you. And then, like, too, if he was clapping Mary Magdalene cheeks, would the people who wrote the word even put that in there? Because they was favorable to him. These wasn't his ops that wrote this. It was his worshipers. So would they if what I'm saying is if Jesus had transgressions, would they have been written? These are just things we like to explore. That's all. But I'm ready to move into the topic.
That's a good question. Before you go on, Sonny said, you find good through your intentions. Just a thought.
I like that. Measure a man's intentions. Yeah, he said, I always wondered this too. Yeah, these are questions people don't ask out loud. I just don't care. I don't. Y'all know every day. I don't care. I'm gonna say it.
So this next segment, great first segment, y'all. Thank y'all to the chat too, man. Y'all make every segment a great, dope segment, man. We appreciate you guys. But before we head out today, man, we are, speaking about the way people speak. 2Chainz and Banks, from Banks' perspective with Banks, they brought up a subject about the voice of God. And 2Chainz is going to talk about, he's going to give a story first, but then he starts to talk about like that conscience that you hear or that intuition that you get. Isn't that the voice of God? So we're going to have to play it in the background, guys, just due to copyright. All right, bet, class. So we're going to play it in the background so that you guys can hear it. If y'all can't hear it the first time, let us know. We can play it again, but we are going to play it through the background just so that we don't get copyright and we can get this content out to you guys. So here we go.
Then for what?
I became rich. You know what I'm saying?
You can hear it, right? All right.
That was a little cap. I wasn't trying to do it like that, but before I got rich. So,
definitely that'll.
Yeah. So look, man, we go pull up on these country niggas, man, just to show us I knew it. These niggas up fire on us. What the money at? Fuck nigga, all this old shit. So my buddy with me, like, man, I said, boy, I ain't bring no money.
I just come to see him.
I just come to see him, boy. You know how they go. I just want to make sure you had them. And hell no, hit my buddy in the head with the fire. Pow, he falling. I said, oh shit, these niggas that serious. But then I'm looking at him in the eye. Then he hit home with the fire. I do the goddamn, hey man, I don't have nothing. You know what I mean? I don't got nothing serving pipe. Nigga ran off. You know what I'm saying? I get to tell my buddy. I said, bro, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, man, fuck, nigga, country nigga don't try me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I go to get on that, but it's just little stories like that I really like, and this might be like, bro, I would have did the same thing.
No, bro, you saying the right shit. Yeah. It's like certain niggas that don't believe shit stink. Yeah. But it automatically come to you. Yeah. Like sometimes we ignore the shit and the outcome would have been different.
Absolutely. We ignore it a lot of times. We ignore it a lot. So the book is about not ignoring it.
Exactly.
And I feel like when I have listened to the voice, it has put me in a good, it has put me where I am right now, like by listening to it. So I'm figuring like, if they say God is in you, you made it in the image of God. Then the voice in your head, if it's coming from a love, it's got to be God, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. What the? I think it's the tap in, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm gonna send you this shit. It's like I just said this shit on my page. I'm like, bro, when you praying, really, you just talking out loud of what you already know. Your conversation, like the voice in your head is God. That's the truth, bro.
Yeah.
Cause you already know.
Yeah.
Everything is intuition, bro. Like you just said like. I ain't green now. I'm finna go see if y'all nigga got some rim, but the money finna be y'all gotta find it.
You gotta get them. You gotta do your job.
Real shit.
Job,
But that's just a scenario. But I know that shit happens
every day. No, this is every day with me. Like every day I hear this voice. Last night I was so tired last night, you know what I'm saying? But my voice say, bro, you got to get up. I had to do a feature for somebody. You got to get up and get this work done because you the one they falling back on. You the one they depend on. So you can't, and it's okay to get tired. But I like, man, I sleep in a little later. You know what I'm saying? But it's always a voice, my dog. It's telling me what routes to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just being from the streets and all that stuff. I've been conscious of like avoiding, I know this sounds crazy, avoiding roadblocks or where they could potentially be, especially on my earlier when I come up on the south side, we would know where they would be, and I'd be conscious of just routes where it might be a lot of police traffic. That's the old me, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't care if I see the police or whatever, but it's just like my mind, this voice. Now I do got a chapter in here called like the fuck it voice, where everybody got the fuck it voice. And some people just live there. Some people just live like
Real
they
shit.
just stay right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But you can't though.
Yeah, some people just stay right there, just ignore everything, you know what I'm saying? But and I don't, all of us done did it, you know what I'm saying? All of us, man, thought about it. Yeah, sometimes the outcome been okay, sometimes we shouldn't have done that. So I think the book, just like when it was time for me to do a book, most artists, they do
So he gets to start talking about his book that he created, which I already pre-ordered, comes out on Tuesday the 3rd. But I thought it was very interesting to hear that conversation. They actually going to talk about it, even for y'all who want to catch the whole interview. They're going to actually come back to it again. Like the conversation goes on for a minute. Like they're going to talk about this and go through some other stuff, but then they come back to God again and intuition. So what's your thoughts about that, Deacon Classic? What did you think about the words that 2Chainz was giving us there, or the wisdom from himself?
I heard, and shout out to 2Chainz. He in my top 5 favorite rappers. Shout out to 2Chainz. A lot of people don't know. When people ask me what would I say about my music or whatever, I say I'm 2Chainz if he was from Chicago. That's how I describe it to people who've never heard a song. So shout out to 2Chainz. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing but love for him and Bank. But I heard a lot of indoctrination in his take. And it's not a judgment, just kind of like my honest assessment of it. Like because it's almost like I'm hearing somebody who is unwilling to give themselves the credit. Like we really don't want to embrace that we are God and that we're all connected and that we're all bark from the same tree. And like we don't want to admit that Avatar was a documentary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't the voice in your head the voice in your head is you. I've been saying that since the beginning. It's you. And it's God. You have what you need. What I've been saying since we started Sunday service, souls.
Yeah.
The biggest thing they sold us was to look up instead of look in.
Yeah.
People you're surrendering your power. You're outsourcing your power to what though? What was you gonna ask me though? Were you about to ask something?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you feel like it's indoctrination, or do you feel like when people get to a certain stature, their language sounds like indoctrination to not offend those who he might profit off of? Because for y'all, when y'all get to hear the whole interview, when people go back to stuff and they keep repeating it, I feel like he believes what he's saying. So do you feel like the indoctrination part is for him to appease the people who might feel like he's far left with it? Like, how can he think this way? I'll never listen to his music again. Like, I feel like when people get to a certain level, it's more of protecting the bag. So they word things so that if somebody comes to them, they can say, no, man, that ain't what I meant, man. You didn't hear me? I was just up there like kind of giving my opinion. Or he might get somebody like you and be like, nah, bro, I'm not indoctrinated. Like, I really believe in this, like, and give you this different spiel. But I think the way he leaves it open for him to respond in 2 different ways.
It could be a bag protection, but I feel like if it's that, why talk anyway? Just be quiet. Just be like J. Cole. Make great albums. Go away for a month, 6 months, a year, 2 years. Pop out with an album. Go on tour. Maybe say a few words and go disappear again. Just do that. Why talk at all? Like if every time you talk, you got to be a politician, why speak?
Yeah.
We're not hearing how you really feel anyway. You wasting my time. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? But I don't.
Was a politician.
Yeah. I feel like anytime you're trying to sway the masses in whatever direction you're trying to sway them in, you have to be diplomatic to a degree. That probably puts you over into the same territory as politics. You know what I'm saying? As far as like when you speak, you're trying to be overarchingly agreeable.
You know, and this might not help other people, but the first time I knew, deja vu made me know that I was special.
Mm-hmm.
Because how can you feel like you've been somewhere before and not be that? Like, you see what I mean? Like, because deja vu, you ever been in a spot and you're like, man, I've been here. Like when we took our picture for our Raw Society Coalition picture, I said, bro, I've seen that picture already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how people cannot feel that with the things that happen in our lives that you don't have God in you. Like, how can you be somewhere that you felt that you never that you've been before? Like, we experienced this as children.
Yeah.
Like, how can you miss that?
Well, the problem is that as children, oftentimes we haven't been taught not to believe it when we feel it. So for us as children, it's very much real. Like, okay, when I was a child and I had very, very, very vivid dreams,
yeah,
they felt so real that I would still be kind of like shaking the dream off for like half the day.
You ever had one when you fell down like a long thing and it just
absolutely, and you wake up right before you land on anything? Yes. Yeah, and you jolt out. But like I'll remember every detail of the dream, every in and out, and I'm talking about for like literally whole days. I even still remember some of my dreams from childhood, like good dreams, nightmares, all type of stuff. But like now we're adults, and the so-called woke people or the conscious people or the crystal wearers or whatever the case may be, they'll tell you when you go to sleep, you astral project, you're traveling dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
So people be like, man, I had a dream and it felt so real. Conscious grown-up would tell you, well, it was real. As a child, you don't have anybody to tell you none of this stuff. So everything is just real. You're living in your naivety is the purest form of reality. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have nobody swaying what to believe in. You just like, no, I don't have to. I told you, they teach us to question our eyes. They teach us to question our actual experience. They teach us to question it. You know what I'm saying? I had sent the Jim Carrey reel over to somebody. I sent it over to a couple people. And I had one person like, man, you think this real? I said, believe what you see. He said, but he like, nah, but for real. I'm like, but for real what? You looking at it, right? Like with your eyes, you looking at it, right? It's not AI. He's at a public event with other human beings. They're in front of him. Yeah. Or who they think he is. You know what I'm saying? They're in front of him, right? All for content creation purposes, entertainment, all alleged. But yeah, so believe what you see. We've been trained not to believe what we can literally look at, places that we can literally touch. We've been trained not to believe it.
Yeah.
I didn't seen somebody's eyes flicker on some lizard shit in front of me. They don't got to show me twice. They don't have to show me twice. Oh, do you think reptilians and shapeshifters? I don't think. I can see. I'm just not questioning what I see. Y'all taught to question what you can see and believe the hardest in what you can't prove at all.
Yeah.
I'm cool with you believing in having faith and believing in what you can't prove. That's cool. But don't take that up and feel like you have to dismiss what you can actually look at. Allegedly, they've been swapping people out. Y'all just think, I know I'm going left, but y'all
that video too.
Y'all just think that Jordan Peele made Get Out for nothing. Y'all think they made that for nothing. Okay. Y'all think he made Us for nothing. And then they've been showing you swap outs. Allegedly. Why Jamie Foxx pop up after going missing from the brain thing he was dealing with and all that shit? Then he popped back up with no tattoo on the back of his head. We all just act like we didn't see that video. We all just act like he had a whole tattoo on the back of his damn head. He popped back out with no tattoo on the back of his head. Y'all telling me they're not cloning people. Allegedly.
And then put them in the movie that talks about it.
Come on, man. Alleged. They do it in front of your face. We taught them not to believe in what they're looking at. It's all fictional. We got them. We could play right in the middle of the street. They gonna lie to themselves.
You got to.
That's what they got us at. That's what they got us at. And that's why
today.
Huh?
One you sent today about what's going on in the world right now.
Absolutely.
And Andrew Tate was like, nope.
Yeah. That's not what's happening. And I talk to somebody over there every day.
Yeah.
I talk to somebody over there every day, but they'll tell you, oh man, it's this. I'm talking to somebody eating lunch and smoking hookah right there where they say the war happening at every day. But y'all will talk to me and be like, no, classic. Ooh, I ain't gonna argue with you about what I know.
That's what I told people. People argue with me, and I did 4 years of presidential security during COVID. Watched everybody golf together, flew planes together. Like, but y'all telling me that this stuff is true. Like, I'm like, okay, all right. And that's what makes indoctrination so dangerous.
Yeah.
Because we will always be the outcast. We will always be the outcast.
The lesser percentage. Absolutely. Most people are sheep. It's just that there was a time and a place in the world where the majority of sheep were okay. So most of the population always going to be sheep, right? That's just what it is. And then you have a small percentage that's going to be enlightened. I think that's God's design. It is what it is. Leaders and then followers. Cool. But there was a time in human history way before us where the sheep were righteous mostly.
Yeah.
You see, now the sheep are colonized and indoctrinated. And that's why you get the world you have today. That's the issue. There's never going to stop being sheep. The problem is the fight amongst the enlightened, the wicked win. You got the enlightened righteous and the enlightened wicked at war with each other for the sheep.
Yeah.
The righteous enlightened can't beat the righteous wicked. They just got too much. We would need the sheep to help.
Yeah.
But the sheep telling us we crazy. I would ride with you, but I can't get with what you're talking about. Oh, okay. So what we do? I know what I do. Worry about me and mine. And this is my form of help. This will be here hopefully long after I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? This is my form of help. It's available and it's out here. Whoever see it. I told you, I just start treating everything like buried treasure. How long you follow me? How long we talking in the DM? You following the other podcasts and everything? You ain't even know I made music for months.
Yeah.
You had no idea, bro. I treat everything like buried treasure. Hey, it's here. I'm here. It's here. It's somewhere. Find it. If you find it, awesome. Congratulations. I'm not seeking out to go nothing. No, because it don't do nothing. I try saving my family. You can't save your family. Who can you save?
Yeah.
The people closest to you that love you the most won't listen to you. You think you're finna go outside and turn some strangers, flip some strangers over? Come on, man.
And that's why also I think why Jesus is so, like, even what you just said, that's what Jesus proved too.
Yeah.
It don't matter what proof I have. I couldn't get everyone to believe in it. I barely got the 12 that follow me to tell you the story correctly. So even those who might call you the part of their tribe, some of those people still won't 100% agree with you at all times. That's crazy.
Yeah, and just to digress it all the way back to the voice of God, that all of what we just discussed is why you can hear that voice in your head and think that it's an outside source infiltrating your mind in real time to deliver you a message instead of knowing that it's your God consciousness. Which one make more sense? It's 8 billion humans. We got trees, lions, tigers. You think they don't have no connection to the source? Yeah. All these other, we just only count humans like we the only things breathing. All this stuff got life. Every species on the planet got life. We got trillions of species on the planet, and you think God, this one entity, got some type of wiring system to just individually care about everything at once. The smallest fish in the sea, all the way. That don't make it make more sense to know that to look at God as an intelligence source that powers life. And everything that has life has God. That make way more sense. But I'm not telling nobody what to believe in. I'm just saying what
you can even see it in people too, though, Classic. Like, there's people who are born with webbed feet.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who, like, you know what I mean? There's people who are born that look like animals. Like, You see what I mean? Like not like when you really sit back and just pay attention, like there's people who there's like when you go to India, there was a baby that had multiple arms like an octopus. Like these things exist, like they exist right in front of us.
I had a wild theory that I stopped sharing with people, but since I'm a content creator, we back outside. I had a wild theory. I think all humans evolved from animals, and I think we all evolved from different animals. Like we just take away because we was told what to think and how to feel. It's certain things that we don't even fathom, like certain rabbit holes that we don't even let our mind go down because they already told us how to feel and what to think and what was true. But I think we all are, and the reason what made me think it was being such a good football player. And if you listen to human language, especially American language, think about it. He's strong as an ox. He's agile like a cat. He's slithery like a snake. He's this, that, and the third. And if you pay attention and you look at all people, we all resemble something. We be resembling something. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see you being from the primate family, but I could see other humans that ain't from the primate family, right? Like I look at your stature, your build, your shoulders, I could see you just being a broader, bigger version of yourself and being like no racism, but like an ape. You see what I'm saying? Whereas I know other people and I look at the way they run the field and how they run their routes and how their feet are pointed and just their genetic makeup. And I'm like, this dude is like from the cat family or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he evolved from like felines, like and just being twitchy, just boom, boom. And I'm talking about not something where he trained his body. No, you play football like I did. It was kids that was twitchy at 7 years old, twitchy. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? And you just don't have that same, you feel me? And they still eating fruit snacks like us, bad American diet and everything. And they just, you know what I'm saying? That's deeper than just, you know what I mean? Whatever they told us is all I'm saying. And I think all people, you see people, if you look at people's faces, you could literally take somebody's face and I bet you could run it through AI and be like, what animal does my face most look, you know, like if I evolved from an animal, what animal would my face have evolved from? And if you put all of our faces in there, I guarantee you we would all get different animals. And then take that animal and match it up with your athleticism, your natural athleticism.
That's true.
Think about it. Think about how some people just fast. He ain't have to do nothing, just fast. You know what I'm saying? And then think about how some people are just slow. They can't even get fast.
No matter how much they train,
they can't get fast. Think about it. It's deeper. It's deeper than rap, bro. We just don't let our mind go out there. Somebody gonna be too quick to tell you that you're crazy.
But I mean, when you think about it all, though, class, it's hard to interrupt. Like when you think about like when they talk about like the cherubim, and it tells you like who's around it and all the eyes on all the sides, and if they have feet of hooves and like they're built like oxen and horses. But then you also hear that when the end of time comes, you're gonna have these things that look like so technically you're gonna be taken out by your own people.
Think about all the different mythology where they show depictions of half humans, half all types of stuff. It's not all half human, half one thing. Half human, half horse. Half human, half ox. Half human, half monkey. Half human, half lion. There's half. So they was drawing that up for nothing. And if the archaeologists of today found some skeletal structures that showed a half human, half lion once upon a time walked the earth, before he could get that skeletal structure to the public, what would happen to that archaeologist? Just take a guess.
Oh yeah, wouldn't be here talking.
See what I'm saying? What happened to the first dude that made a car that ran on salt water?
We don't. I don't want to bring up that because that might be.
Yeah, I know.
But when you think about like the wrong way, the wrong end of corn, right? People who do like beast, you know, like if these are mammal to mammal, something eventually grows and produces.
And if that happened before that got to the public, what would happen to those people? See, I think some people don't know how deep them alphabet people investigate us. Privacy been over with. You know what I'm saying? Like these people don't get it. Yeah, this stuff will never come to your surface until they want you to see it. But what they will do is put it in a movie for you not to believe.
Yeah, that's what Cat Williams talking about on Shannon when I forgot the name he gave of the human being. Starts with a B, I think. Yeah, but
yeah, if they told you that a human can't reproduce with a horse, they told you that. You didn't try, so you don't know. And I'm not gonna go find out. Promise you that. But I'm just saying, we just be believing what they said. Try stopping for a little while. See what you come up with.
Yeah.
But everybody don't need to do that either, though. So we talked about that too. Some people need the structure. Some people need the structure.
Yeah. We did talk about
it.
It's good discipline for some.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll lose themselves in the lack of discipline.
Yeah, but the voice of God. So the voice of God is my belief is that is you. But I could be wrong. I could be right. We all right and we all wrong because we all don't know. So whatever you believe is right. These theories go against God's creation, as it states that altering genetics or crossing DNA with opposing species is a demonic affair, hence the world we live in. That's fair. I'm not gonna argue that at all, racehead. But what I'm saying is, what if it's possible? That's all. I'm not arguing righteousness with you. We all gonna find out what that was to that. You know what I'm saying? One way or another, right? I ain't arguing righteousness with you. I'm saying, what if it's possible? What if can you explain the differences between human athleticism? Is it geographical? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at, does it make sense though? What I'm saying, Souls? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying, do it make sense?
It do. My brain just goes all over the place. I asked a stupid question one time. I asked the question that, why are we okay watching a dog piss and do number 2 outside and a human can't?
It's indecent exposure if you do it.
Like it's that's why I always think about, like, we allow all these other things to do things that we allow other mammals to do naturally.
They call it civilization. We have been civilized, domesticated. We are above that. Until. Because if it come apocalyptic outside, you're not going to want to use a toilet that you come across. So you're going to be real comfortable finding a bush. Any toilet you come across, I promise you ain't going to want to sit on within a couple days. So, yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? It all sounds good while we live in the lap of luxury, man. But I told y'all, man, I'm trying to get more primitive. I'm not, y'all trying to get rich and live in the more, technology. I'm trying to go to the parts of the world where they still walking barefoot in the grass as a norm. That's what I'm on. It just is what it is, man. That's the real connection. It's cool to be in the penthouses and all that. That's vacation stuff. My day-to-day life, I'm trying to be rooted in something. Yeah.
Great conversation, man. Great conversation. We got to make sure we pin some of these comments so we can have a discussion next week. There's some great comments in the comment section. We appreciate everybody in the chat 333, man. Again, you guys make the conversation very, very intriguing, man. We're going to actually talk about, I think we had a lot of questions. Like Clay said, we'll definitely clip this up, probably just do a Sunday service to our questions for next week. He said to me, been prepping for years.
Me too, yeah. He trying to, yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure you're ready. Make sure you're really prepping now. Make sure you're ready, because they're going to come to you first. You go to the people with the resources first. Make sure you can protect it.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Yeah, make sure you can protect it now.
Yep. If you can't protect it, it ain't yours.
Yep. If you can't protect it, it's pointless to prep. It's pointless to prep, man.
Yeah.
I mean, why prep food and go eat fast food every day? It's pointless. You know what I mean? So, hey, he said, I got a custom off the grid stove for your classic made by hand. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Say less.
Shoot, man. But you got anything for him, for him?
No, man. Stay prayed up. If you got a significant other, stay laid up. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Just be grateful before you do anything in your life. And I think it's going to make you 25% better than you already are. Wake up and, just count the things you got to be grateful for before you move. And I think you're going to be 25% better than you already are. whatever you wouldn't have done that day, you'll find yourself accomplishing it because you get to do it. You don't got to do it.
That's
yeah.
Big facts, big facts. Well, we appreciate everybody, man. Again, thank y'all for joining Sunday Servers with myself and Deacon Classic, man. We will be back next Sunday for more content here. But we appreciate you guys. And it's like I mentioned on our other last live, make sure y'all, if you're in the Discord, man, y'all drop questions in the Discord. A lot of this information and questions that y'all are populating in here, populated in the Discord, and then we know what our people want to hear because we're here for y'all. We ain't here for the masses that come in and go. We here for the people who are faithful every day that we come on live. So if y'all got something you really want to hear us talk about, we're not limited. I think that's what y'all really starting to see. Like the Raw Society is not limited. We can talk about everything. So make sure that y'all chime in there. Again, Sonny, thank you again. Y'all be looking forward to the show tonight, man. It's gonna be an awesome show.
What time?
Ray said, I think you're really gonna enjoy it. Oh man.
Yeah, get the people a time, bro, because I'm waiting too, man. Yeah.
Let's say, hey, best case scenario, 7:30, the latest 8.
All right. Okay.
So again, y'all be looking out for the new show from myself tonight. It's gonna be good. Again, thank you to Sunny for allowing me to use some content. So I know she'll be there, man. It's gonna be a good show. So everybody make sure y'all chime in tonight, man.
For sure.
So let's go, man. You want to play that video one more time for him before we head out? We still ain't did the recap yet, y'all.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Nasty work, y'all. RSC, nasty work. Yeah, one more time. This how Chicago went. We on tour. This how Chicago went.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story, y'all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul.
I need thee. Oh, I need thee.
I hope Brother Souls and Deacon Classic provided something today to make you hit the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe. We will be back next Sunday for Sunday Service.
Oh,